Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Dawn. So I'm willing to bet that Tekēhu is recommended for this quest, and I would be right.
Right.
So let's go grab him before we head to the Watershaper's Guild. And we'll make the swap at the Wild Mare so we can get one of the resting buffs.
Now, you see anything?
Farewell.
If I must.
Also, I did take a look at all these unique items we stole from the Deck of Many Things. There's only a couple I'm interested in using. And I'm thinking Rekka or Maya for the Ring of Prosperity's Fortune and Necklace of the Harvest Moon combo. I might even sprinkle in Helios Talons or... oh, where's it at? Oh, this one. Gloves of the Dungeon Warden. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's level up Tekēhu with Alchemy and Metaphysics. We have new spells. Wall of Frost. Generates a fearsome vertical sheet of ice, inflicting frost damage on anyone moving through it. Except for allies. Avenging Storm. The Druid becomes a conduit for the power of a storm. Any target they strike with a weapon, or who strikes them with a weapon, is attacked by a bolt of lightning. Entropy. Tears at the target's defenses, shifting attack results against the target from hits to critical hits. After receiving a certain number of strikes, its effect will fade. But it doesn't say how many hits. Regenerate. Revive a fallen ally and grant them the robust inspiration for an extended time. Plus 5 constitution, plus 2 armor rating, and regenerate health periodically. Really strong buff. Fire Stag, which he can't learn. The Druid coalesces tiny nature spirits into the form of a great stag made of flame. The stag has a persistent flame shield, and the spirits inside can be made to disperse violently, destroying the stag but doing fire or pierce damage to anyone caught in the blast. A Great Soul, the last upgrade for Wild Strike Frenzy Freeze. Go and grab that, I guess. Oh, we get 2 points. Let's do Entropy. Guaranteed crits is always good. We'll grab Club. Might do Garden of Life here. Let's do Woodskin instead. It's a good buff. And then regenerate. What do we have up here? So we have Secrets of the Rime. Let's do Heart of the Storm instead. We have a lot of shock damage as well as freeze damage. Cool, and the last wave of spells. Ninagath's Freezing Pillar. Calls down an enormous spike of ice, pulsing freeze damage on all in the area of effect, and creating an intense circle of frost that can hobble those it touches. Aspect of Galloway, in which he can't learn. Summons a giant beast of unnatural size. A true aspect of the deity Galloway. I kinda want to see what we summon. Great Maelstrom. A cataclysm of wind, fire, lightning, and rain tears through the targeted area. Those caught in the Maelstrom take damage of a variety of types. You don't say. Crush, freeze, shock, and burn. We'll probably grab that. Tornado. Conjures a destructive vortex of wind that can lift its victims into the air and deal crush damage to all it touches. Touch of Death. Decay magic surrounds the target and quells their life essence. The target's will to survive is not strong enough. They're killed outright. The spell may only be used on those near death. Pollen Patch. Regenerative plant life follows the druid's footsteps, rapidly healing all those in the area. An ally is defeated while in the Pollen Patch. The ally is revived, but the Pollen Patch's magic fades. Really cool sounding spell. We're gonna go with Great Maelstrom. I'm surprised there's not an aspect of Andra. I don't even think that the wizards get an Andra spell. Yeah, we'll definitely grab Great Maelstrom here, and Garden of Life. Yeah, he can do some better equipment. Not gonna use a melee weapon. Spell Cache might be worth it, though. Liking Gati's Girdle better, and it's more thematic for him. We'll give him that. Alright, so we need a ring. Don't have a lot. Oh, we can do the Heartchime Amulet. So where's his at? Marine Godlike only, 30% chance to convert 20% damage from water keyword attacks to health. The +1 intellect is probably better in that case. He's not going to take that much damage, or at least he shouldn't. I guess any ring would do. We don't have a lot of other options. Besides some of these unique ones that I don't think benefit him all that well. That's not going to help us. Better Cloak. Sealed in Darkness might be better. Stormturner Cloak is actually pretty good. We'll put that on him instead. And we just need another ring, and we'll be all set. Again, we don't have a lot of options. Actually, I think Stone of Power is better. We don't really need the accuracy against spirits, and Power Surge is pretty powerful. There's +1 power level for the entire fight. When I remember to use it. Yeah, I think just a regular Ring of Protection. Nothing else really stands out to me. I mean, he's still well equipped. We'll go ahead and give him Helios Embrace, plus 10% healing received. Which would work in conjunction with the Godlike Amulet that we have. Yeah, this is too good to pass up. Like, Turning Winds doesn't hold a candle to Forceful Gusts. 5% chance to interrupt and knock target prone on scoring a hit. Not even a crit. It's crazy. So we'll go with that. No Adrabant. Everything requires that. That's how they limit all your legendary items. or unique items.
What do you need? What's gnawing you?
It's a little inconvenient, we can't just go straight to the Watershaper's Guild, but it's not the end of the world.
For what do you obey your harvest god with such devotion, friend Shodi?
What do you mean, why? Like there's an alternative?
The Huana gods are a jungle of choices, I say. If the fish displeases you, look to the bird.
Funny he says that, since he is a godlike of Andhra. I swear I haven't spoken to him in a while. Anything new to say?
I thought Aothus was too busy kicking over islands to blunt his teeth with mortals.
Oh. Tekēhu scrutinizes you with an unreadable expression.
What say? You must take something from all this idle chatter with the gods.
Was he? I'll say it, but I don't remember that being the case. Aothus was more curious about me than I was about him.
And you knew things he did not. Ah.
Tekēhu bites his thumbnail.
For what does he listen to you, then? The gods I know are tight of lip and hard of hearing.
Mine won't shut up. He raises a hand to his lips and stifles laughter, shaking his head.
I could not imagine the inner workings of a god.
He trails off, looking away.
But then, I am not meant to. It is for mortals to flail in the darkness, I say, while gods point us toward light.
I felt that weight of authority before. I have no desire to feel it again. As he weighs your words, Tekēhu winces a little.
To be worshipped, to have others interpret your design.
Tekēhu sighs, pulling back his hair.
It is not fair, I say. For what should a god worry about such cares, when theirs is the hand on the tiller?
Tekēhu spreads his palms and frowns. Are we still talking about Aothus? He pauses, blinking at you with a handful of hair pressed between his fingers.
Kara, I did not wish to burden you. These days I am having to think harder than my pampered years. You will forgive the handsome fish if he is as curious as the green god.
He rubs the back of his neck and chuckles.
At least Aothus has you to keep him in check. What happens when we catch up to him is something for future Tekēhu to worry about.
He smiles wanly. The world around you darkens, and once again you feel an insistent tug for your attention, the pull centering from Tekēhu's soul. Surrender to the sensation.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Andhra props her chin on her fist and studies Tekēhu with a sigh.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you? Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
She pulls away with a wet slapping sound. You receive the mental impression of a wink. The world reasserts itself all around you. Tekēhu wears an uncertain smile, tipping his head inquisitively.
You have questions? What say, my friend?
Still weird that she won't just talk to Tekēhu, but she talks to us instead.
His lamp. What happened here?
Will do.
Well, this will make looting a lot easier. Oh, there's Naga in here. Hope that's not a result of us letting them go earlier. That this is a different faction of Naga.
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall.
The Watershaper glances over his shoulder, his chest rising and falling with deep breaths.
What say? Where is Mairu?
Tekēhu's brow creases with concern.
Ah, for what did Nagati send you but to lend your strength?
He nods and claps Tekēhu on the shoulder.
All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Mairu cleans up the mess below.
He thumbs over to the blocked stairwell. Onikaza sent me to speak with Mairu. What is happening?
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say.
His exhaustion breaks under a proud grin.
Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Mairu gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase while she routs the last of them. Kira, but Mairu is fierce for her years.
He grimaces as another deep rumble shakes the earth under your feet.
Snakes could not have caused that tremor.
Kira, we felt the quakes even before the serpent showed up.
Tekēhu nods and wipes a bit of dust from the ceiling rafters off his shoulder. Why are they attacking the guild?
I do not know. With great purpose, they throw their bodies back to Rikuhu's bowels. I say this is personal. They strike with anger, not conviction.
He turns his arm and studies a shallow wound. Why haven't you summoned help from the queen?
We are Watershapers. Onikaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Mairu, though, I say she would not turn down reinforcements.
He eyes you up and down, nodding as the idea takes root. What's causing those tremors?
Not snakes, I say.
Tekēhu frowns, worrying the back of his head.
Unless they brought a battering ram.
I hope Mairu leaves something for me.
Ha! I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
Tekēhu nods and touches his brow. It really sounds like he's underselling what's going on here.
For what do you dally? There is work to be done below.
I dally because I'm paid by the hour.
Enemies ahead. I bring your end.
Actually, you know what? Great Maelstrom is probably worth casting right here.
Worth and rough!
I lost it.
Behold me, mother!
So I guess she got interrupted. She did summon her worms. Actually catch what happened there.
Yeah.
Quick. At once.
I bring your
Okay, crush damage, so we'll swap to something else. Tekēhu, go ahead and mess this guy up for me.
What now?
Hey, something I can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's reap this whirlwind. Lavaru, be on seek. Smart, don't it?
Hey. Yeah? Of course.
I've got it.
Oh, a curse on all snakes.
Oh yeah, did we ever finish whatever we started here? The good master lifts her gaze to meet yours, her eyes struggling to focus. She's been slashed and stabbed numerous times, and her robes are soaked red with blood.
Mairu! Oh, gods, look what they've done to you!
Tekēhu covers his mouth with both hands as he surveys her injuries.
Peace, Tekēhu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me.
She sputters on a mouthful of blood, but still manages a red-rimmed smile. We have to get you out of here.
Holding myself together. More important matters.
She clutches a wound across her gut. Guts? Across her gut and winces.
You are too stubborn to die, old shark.
His voice wavers as a fresh gout of blood seeps between Mairu's fingers. I mean, we have, well, technically 4 healers in the party right now. I think somebody could help her out.
For once, Tekēhu, just listen.
She raises a steady hand to cover his trembling one.
The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to...
Mairu coughs, spitting up blood. For every word she struggles to voice, her breath gets progressively shallower.
Find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance.
Stop exerting yourself, or you'll bleed out.
Oh, don't you think I know how much water I've lost?
She grimaces up at you, the color draining from her face.
Wards. Failing. Hurry, before it escapes.
Mairu gives you a bleary look as her focus begins to slip away. Escape? What's going to escape?
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
She wheezes as she struggles to get the words out. It doesn't sound like she's even addressing you any longer. The Goodmaster's eyes glaze over as she falls silent.
Mairu? Mairu?
Tekēhu takes her by the shoulder and shakes, gently at first, then harder. At last he stops, pulling away and bringing his hands up to clutch his brow.
By Ngati. She's dead.
Strange last words.
The words of Pariki's devotion, I say. An old prayer to Ngati.
Tekēhu furrows his brow.
It must have meant something to her.
We still don't know why this is happening.
Mairu told us to seek a rod and a door. A vague plea, I say, but I would honor her last wish.
He touches his brow, sighing. Let's go. There's nothing we can do for her.
Akira, the others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
Tekēhu regards Mairu's corpse one last time before turning away.
Okay.
I've got it.
Keep it down.
Sure.
At your service.
Yeah?
I don't remember if we saw that last time.
Yeah?
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira, and how bright you look.
Mairu's attention snaps toward a distant speck of light, but she shakes it off to remain in the moment.
At least in death, I can complete a thought.
She grimaces down at her swiftly diminishing body.
My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door.
Mairu closes her eyes and concentrates.
Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching.
Mairu opens her eyes again. She nods as her form grows indistinct.
You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
What is that supposed to mean? Her mouth moves again, emitting no sound. As she fades from sight, she raises her hand to point toward the entrance of the sanctum. She reaches to touch Tekēhu's cheek, but of course her hand drifts through his skin. He shivers, touched by a passing breeze.
Huh? Right.
Alright, so that's probably where they... Yeah, I see totems there. Definitely some Naga in that area. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll retrieve the rod and, I guess, reinforce the wards to stop something from escaping. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.